Welcome into the Bogey Bro Banter.
Wow, that's no nonsense.
No nonsense. That's what the Banter
I'm
is.
sick of the nonsense.
Banter's known for being a no-nonsense type of
I
podcast.
know it.
I'm just
I know
sick
it.
of the nonsense.
Cue some haunted music for today's sponsor of the episode.
Cause tonight, DJ's got us falling in love again.
Michael Myers sure is scary, but the last thing you need is to be hairy this Halloween. Like Nova, Luna, get up here. You don't want to be like Luna this Halloween.
We've got
right?
dogs.
Yeah, that's
All right,
right.
get
We've
back
got
down,
dogs.
bro. Lay
Everybody's gets a dog. We're actually
Luckily,
giving
our
this
friends
dog
at
away. If you guys, sorry.
Luckily, our friends at Manscaped launched their 4th generation performance package to make sure your pumpkins get the ultimate carving experience on this spooky day. Join 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going over to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20. Make sure to make the right call this spooky season. It's trick or trim. Have you ever tried to trim your balls and turn to a Freddy Krueger film?
Hand up.
Well, luckily, Manscaped's here to save the day and make sure you're feeling your best in your costume. Unlock your confidence with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you'll find the holy grail of men's grooming items. They've made it easy for you to unlock or upgrade your grooming routine. It's a full moon out, and the werewolf in your pants is howling.
Oh.
It's time to tackle the problem with the Lawnmower 4.0. Their finely tuned pube products feature a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their
Go ahead.
their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is easily the greatest ball trimmer on the planet. And did I mention it's waterproof too? This trimmer is a shower essential. So go over to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code BANTER20 at manscaped.com.
I had mine in my shower for like a solid 5-6 months without charging it. Just now died. Thing is insane.
It is crazy. All right, head over to manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you.
All right, guys. I got an important question. We've never really discussed somehow. I've got a power rankings for us to do. It's been a little while since
It
we've
has
done
been
a
done a
power
little bit since
rankings.
we've done power
Okay.
rankings.
Staying kind of with the spooky theme, Halloween's approaching. We all had childhoods. Well,
I had one.
kind of.
I thought about other people's childhoods.
Yeah. So that kind of counts. But anyways, let's power rank. Not our top 5 candies, okay? Because
okay.
you don't just get every kind of candy at Halloween. You
yeah.
typically get certain ones. Top 5 candies you get while trick or treating. Okay. So and I will respect if you say that this is a candy you got often and it's on your list, but I didn't get it. I'll respect that. You know, we all lived in different areas, so who knows? But each of us will do our top 5. You don't have to do it necessarily in any particular order.
No, mine's ranked.
Okay.
I'm not sure if mine's gonna be ranked, but I might. Yeah, I think it's gonna take me too long.
Because
to
where I
rank
grew
them.
up, the crop of my favorite candies and what I got trick or treating, there's a lot of separation there.
Yeah,
There
for
was very
sure,
specific ones. All right, Hunter, where you go? You can kick it off then.
Number 5 is the M&Ms. Those little fun size M&Ms.
Yes, that's a
They
great
were
pick.
okay, but they
Great.
kind of sucked.
Great pick.
Okay.
So it's like it was
Are you
better.
talking about mini M&Ms or just a smaller pack
a
of
smaller
M&Ms?
pack of
Yeah,
M&Ms.
M&Ms
Yeah,
are a great
yeah.
one though because they're never bad.
They were fine.
Yeah.
It was better than Smarties or
Yeah.
the freaking Healthy House.
I'm definitely
whatever they
gonna
have
be.
over
I'm definitely gonna be heavy on the chocolate because
So,
I'm more of a chocolate than a
M&M.
candy guy.
here. Number 4 was mini Snickers.
Yep.
Little bite-sized
Yep,
Snickers.
yep, yep, yep,
Those
yep,
are
yep.
great. Number 3, Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Yep. Number
is a
2.
solid
I
list.
feel like I could eat endless amounts of Kit Kat. I feel like it's not too rich to where it doesn't slow me down.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
Number 2, Twix.
Yeah.
And then top of the tier list, obviously, is Reese's.
Okay.
Very good list.
I was thinking. I was
Heck of a start.
Twix. Twix was the first thing that came to my mind because right now
Twix is
we've
fire.
got a pot of Halloween candy at our house, and that we got for that movie night thing. And I have been obviously rationing through it and eating things out of it. And the Twix have been up there. The Twix is definitely a good one. I had to put Kit Kat on there as well. I'll put Reese's on there, but Reese's isn't 1 or 2 for me. It's probably like 3.
Reese's are so good.
They're so good.
They are very, very good. I like to mix it up and throw some. You know what? Go ahead, Trevor.
No,
Okay.
come on. What's number 2?
Okay, I'm gonna go Twix number 1.
Okay.
Kit Kat number 2.
Okay. I was making sure you didn't
Oh
put something
no,
criminal
I've
ahead
got
of
it.
Reese's.
Sorry, number 1. I'm changing my number 1. Is Almond Joy.
Now that's criminal. See, there's something
Ooh.
criminal ahead of Reese's.
Very nice. Very nice. Very cultured
Almond
pick.
Joy is number 1.
That's one I forgot about, so I'm glad you brought it up. Because, for me, your Snickers, your Twix, your Milky Ways, your Three Musketeers, they're all really solid. They don't have a ton of character,
Yeah.
but they're all. Well, I would say I would give Twix some
Every
credit.
one of those
It's got a
is such
cookie.
different
It does
bar.
have a cookie. Yeah, but like I would
They can
give
all
Twix.
satisfy the same need.
For me, yes, I would say Twix gets a little bit of credit because it does have like that crunch
Yeah.
factor.
What
but
about Three Musketeers?
but, like,
completely
Three
different
Musketeers is
category.
Three
very different, very
Musketeers
different.
is like
Completely different category.
lighter, and
What
then
about-
Snickers is got a little more density and like the peanuts to it. But I'm saying like
each one of them completely different.
they're all solid chocolates, but they don't like none of them are like huge standouts for me as far as like difference. They're all amazing. I'm just saying that's this. I've just got to consider that.
That's just a ludicrous statement.
I'm going to throw out a quick one because I'm not going to think about it too much or I'll go crazy.
Okay.
Almond Joy, number 1. Number 2 is Twix. Number 3, I'll go Reese's. Number 4, I'm going Kit Kat. And number 5... I'm trying to think of something weird that I used to get as a kid. Because I feel like those are all very, very basic Halloween
That's a-
candies.
all-
Almond
kinda-
Joy is the one I threw away. I
that-
wouldn't even open them.
That's kind
they're,
of.
they're absolute.
I
crap.
love Almond
I love
Joys.
absolute crap.
Well, what makes it
Um,
crap to you? Do you not like
The
coconut?
flavor, I hate coconut.
Okay, so that's why. Like
Yeah,
they're not.
who wants
they're-
coconut in a candy?
A lot of people. A lot of people.
Absolute
What's the difference
cheese.
between
That's
having
why
a
they
coconut
still
in a
make
candy and
them.
having a peanut in a candy?
Yeah.
A world of difference.
Well, I'm just saying that, like, food group wise,
You're going down-
you're
going
having
down
a-
a-
you're
you're
not
going
having
It's not
a-
like you're
you
putting
don't
kale in
shred,
Connor.
You're not shredding a.
Going down the wrong
You're not
path right
shredding
now.
a peanut to put it in candy.
You're pureeing
So?
it.
Maybe if it's peanut butter or Snickers just has straight peanuts.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying, like, you can change the texture.
You don't
of
have to like eat it. Like,
I like
that's
the
what
tec-
Almond Joy feels like. In
I
your
like the
mouth.
texture of coconut.
This is not
Everyone that just
this
hated
isn't
that,
an
you hate
argument.
Almond Joys.
This isn't an argument that can exist. You just don't like coconut. That's why
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
absolute
like it.
cheeks.
Which means that this cannot be an argument.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's absolute cheeks. I think it's like maybe I'd put it like 40th on Halloween candy
That's not
list.
too bad. All right, I'm gonna go with.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
He
go.
didn't say number 5.
I don't care.
Oh.
I don't want it anymore.
Okay.
Pick a number 5.
I thought he
Throw
did
Smarties
originally.
on there.
Smarties. I don't
I think he's
like
done 3
Smarties.
lists.
I think he has as well. I'm going with Kit Kat at number 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring in one that y'all didn't mention, and I got a lot only at Halloween, but a very
Okay.
good candy, Heath bars.
I love Heath bars.
I'm gonna go Heath bar at 4 because typically I would get
Oh.
like semi decently sized ones at Halloween, and like kind of the only time I would really get them, but they're really good. I like Heath bars. So I'm gonna put them in at 4. That's like
I'm completing my list. I'm putting the Crunch bars in there.
Ooh.
I'm putting it somewhere in the middle so everything else gets
Okay.
dropped down.
yeah. So I'm gonna do Heath bar there. Then, and this was like kind of later into Halloween edition, but this is an incredible candy. At number 3, I'm giving it to the peanut butter Snickers. Those freaking things are insane. They're
very good.
so good. They're those big squares.
Don't think they were around. I think they were
It was
invented
towards the end of my
after
Halloween career.
I stopped.
I think it was when I
trick-or-treating.
was handing out candy.
I was saying.
But it was like it was.
I
a-
almost feel like I was in middle school or high school.
I
when these things
remember.
came out.
I remember picking them out of the rest of the stuff and eating them all first.
Yeah.
But I could probably put normal Snickers in that spot too. And number 2. This is tough. At number 2, I think I'll probably go with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It's so
Yep.
classic, so dependable. And at number 1 for me, it's the York Peppermint Patty. It's my all-time favorite candy.
I like York peppermint patties.
I was
All
always
right.
a big mint chocolate guy. So that's my list.
I'd probably put York at like 10.
I'll take that.
Let's all
If you're not a
say-
mint guy, then you're never going to rank it high.
I like mint. Like
It was like-
I'll eat mint chocolate chip ice cream every once
Mint
in a while.
chocolate was
but
like-
it's never gonna be my first.
Mint
pick.
chocolate is my go-to. And it's from my hometown.
Let's just bring up some because of York, Pennsylvania. I never knew that.
Yes.
That's cool. Let's all say some examples of candies that we would not be happy
Good
with.
idea.
Almond Joy.
Mine would be the dots.
I like dots. I
An
like dots
apple
okay.
with a razor in it.
Yep. not
Probably
bad.
that's
Raisin.
probably like 39 on my list. Almond Joy's.
I hated getting pretzels or popcorn, like little bags of that. Like that's
Dude,
not what this
we
is
used to
about.
get those popcorn balls.
Now
You remember
popcorn
those?
balls are lit.
yeah, that's
Popcorn balls are
Never
kind of
got
lit.
Popcorn balls. I did.
Those
I
are
did
kinda
have
lit.
There
Yeah.
was like a house that would have like, just like Smart Pop.
Yeah, no,
It's like, what the frick are you doing?
no. I
You'd
would
walk
say
up and like they'd pull it out. I'd be like,
I don't really want to get lollipops unless it's a Tootsie Pop. Then I get a pass.
Tootsie Pops.
I was fine with lollipop. I hated Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls.
like Tootsie
I like
Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls, but I don't also really want to see them in my candy either.
I
like
like
Tootsie
They're not very
Rolls.
premium.
I'm never choosing them.
Yeah,
There was like an old
I always
guy.
enjoy them, but
candy.
There was
It's
like an old guy
carnival
at church
candy.
that would like come up and shake your hand every Sunday, and he would like hold a Tootsie Roll in his hand, and when you shook it,
that's
I would
funny.
get one, and so I like had one every Sunday.
honorable mention.
So when I got to Halloween, I just like was sick of them. But if they had like the vanilla ones, y'all ever have those?
Yeah, those are
or like
good.
the strawberry, those were good.
Honorable
Gross.
mention candy that none of us mentioned. That actually should be on my list are those freaking caramel creams.
Those are good.
Those things. I used to eat those till I got sick. They just have like the
I also
white
like
like
the
a
Mr.
cream
Good
in the
bars.
middle, and they're surrounded by a caramel.
okay.
It's like a cowtail but smushed.
Like a Werther's.
No,
No.
it's chewy.
It's chewy.
Okay.
It's just like it's,
It's
like
basically
a little
like a
circle
cowtail.
with cream in the
Instead,
middle.
it's like fat.
Oh,
and smushed.
yeah.
yeah.
I was calling those cowtails. Yeah.
We have.
No, but a
it's not a
cowtail's
cowtail.
long.
I know, but it's the same thing.
Yes, effectively, it is the same thing. And I
Mr.
love
Good
those.
Bars would be one that's like an honorable mention.
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Good
feel like
bars
we
are
were
good.
missing like that Hershey section. So like the Hershey Crunch Bar.
If I got like
100
plain milk
grams.
chocolate, I was a little upset.
100
100
grams are
grams.
100 grams are
good.
solid.
Yeah,
But those are all under Hershey. Like those are-
Turtle. You ever get those turtles?
yeah.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
also like Take Fives.
Take
a lot.
Fives were good. Are they still around?
I don't.
I used
are
to
they?
get them for lunch all the time last year. Just
Wow.
last
Oh,
year,
okay.
I would get them all the time. Surprised you guys didn't notice.
All you got last year
Is
was
100 grand a
cups.
Hershey product?
I think
Surely.
so.
I can't remember.
I think
Google it.
100
All
It
you
might
got
be
last
It
year
might be
was those
Mars.
freaking
Might be the Mars company. I only say this because I don't know. Remember seeing it like at Hershey Park.
Ferrara candy company.
So it's made by Ferraro Rocher and them.
Ferrero.
It's not Hershey.
Gotcha.
Ferrero, whatever.
Well, it's the Ferrara candy company. But then it
Hershey-
says Ferrero under it, so I don't know which one it is.
Hershey does like Mr. Goodbar, Crackle. They also do weird ones like Jolly Rancher. They do Twizzler. They do peppermint patties.
I think Crunch Bar might be my favorite.
They do Almond Joy
like
and
one of my
Mount.
favorite candies.
Crunch
ever.
bars are delicious.
And you get the bunch of crunch.
You know what's one that I never
Dang,
liked?
dude, Bunch of Crunch.
Bunch
is
of Crunch is
good.
insane. You know what? One that everybody really loved, but I never was a huge fan of because I don't really like white chocolate. Is the cookies and cream Hershey bars?
Yeah, I don't like white
They
chocolate.
kind of make me
either.
sick.
Yeah,
It's not that I don't. It's not that I think
so there's
white
a
chocolate's
Reese's
gross.
take.
I
Were you
just
getting
don't
Reese's
prefer it.
Take 5?
What?
Were you getting the Reese's Take 5?
No, I think it's just
Dude, I gotta
Well,
tell everybody
the Take
about
5
this.
was discontinued and then got brought back in Canada under the name
I
Oh
mean,
Henry Level Up.
I was buying it. I kid you not. Like when we would go to Sheets all the time, like that was what I was getting every
There's
time.
there's
it's
a
this right here.
Hershey's Take 5.
It's that.
Yeah, that's not the real one. That's not the OG.
Oh no!
hold
I
up.
was getting the Reese's.
Yeah,
one.
the Reese's one still exists.
Okay, what's the difference?
I don't know.
Because I think it always had peanut butter in it. Maybe not.
It probably just got bought out or something.
Well, it's the same.
Oh, Butterfingers.
Oh,
How do
maybe
you guys
Take
feel
5
about
didn't originally
Butterfingers?
belong to Hershey.
I don't think so. Because Take 5 was like Take 5 was almost more like Turtles, I think. Originally. I
How do
could
you
be
guys
wrong.
feel about
Well, that's how they
Butterfingers?
know that when you open it up, it's like 3 individual things in that long thing.
Well, it got discontinued. Take 5 did.
How do you feel about Butterfingers?
Love 'em.
Frick.
I love
Butterfingers are good.
Butterfingers.
Baby
are,
Ruths also
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah,
solid.
I like Baby Ruths.
That was one.
You
of
wanna know what my
dad's
favorite candy bar is? And it's a weird one. It's a whatchamacallit.
It's a good one.
I love whatchamacallit.
If I go to the store and I'm just like buying any candy I want, I always get a chocolate covered payday.
Never had that yet.
So good.
That's isn't that like the same thing as a Baby Ruth? It's not?
Paydays are excessive amount of peanuts.
Yeah, it's
like
because
it
like
is.
Baby
all,
Ruths are
it's
too.
all peanuts
Yeah.
with caramel
and
in the middle.
yeah, and they're
But, like,
also
I like paydays.
paydays are like if you gotta really like peanuts.
yeah, and then it's just like a thin layer of chocolate around it.
That's fun.
Basically, they just dip it.
That is fun.
It's like a dipped cone.
That sounds great.
That's fun.
I want candy right now.
Yeah, I also want candy right now.
Like pretty hardcore. Like it's a craving that's not going to stop, and no one's going to stop.
I didn't.
If I don't
You're
get
gonna go
candy,
get
if
candy.
I don't get candy,
I
there's going to
made
be
a
violence.
huge mistake by not like making a bagel this morning before I left, and my stomach is a cavern right now.
I'm starving. Maybe I'll eat
So-
one of my rice cakes.
I'm so stupid.
I had a hash brown this morning.
hash brown.
That's fun.
Is like such an underrated food. We went to the bagel truck
Bacon Street.
last weekend with my parents, and
Very good.
Kenzie got a sandwich that had a hash brown in it.
You can also get them on the side.
Unreal.
I haven't had Bacon Street in like probably a little over a year.
Liz
So
loves
I-
the turkey Southwest something.
Ooh, so I got the
I want it back.
I just
right
get a
now.
plain
Are they
I
got the
open right
salmon
now?
one.
Yeah, they're open at 7 a.m. every morning.
I got the salmon one because I just had the one at Bagel and I wanted to compare directly.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon Street's better than Bagel and
I
Their
think
bagels
Bagel,
are better.
I think Bagel and I has better bagels. And
Ooh,
Bacon
I
Street has better
disagree.
sandwiches.
I think Bagel and I, their bagels always come in flatter. Bacon Street, they always have like more to
I
them.
think that's the exact opposite.
Maybe we just gotten smushed.
Because Liz,
at the
the reason Liz likes Bacon Street is she says the bagels are nowhere near as thick as Bagel and I, and that's what she hates thick bagels.
I've had the opposite experience, but I've probably only been to each one twice.
No, I've been to Bagel and I a bunch.
So I can't.
If
really,
you get just bagels at Bagel and I, they're dummy thick.
I've also never had just bagels at either place.
Bacon Street, I can just tell when I eat the plain Jane, the bagel's not the star. At Bagel and I, the bagel's the star.
I agree with you. I think Bagel and I, the bagels are definitely thicker.
Yeah.
I need to share.
What do you
with
have to say to yourself for yourself, Trevor? Now,
I guess
Trevor,
I'm a liar.
Travis?
For now,
I guess I'm a liar. I don't know.
I have to express something to the rest of everybody that's listening. You guys were there. It was a shared moment. We hit this moment of, I don't know if you could call it catharsis or maybe nostalgia, where we were in Hunter's truck the other day. Where were we traveling to? Pennsylvania.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Last time we traveled, where'd we go?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, so we were on our way back to Pennsylvania.
Charlotte.
Yes, it was on our way back from Charlotte. We were looking up like all the things that like Coca-Cola owns and like stuff like that, and like Frito-Lay and things like that. And our minds were getting blown by how much they own. And then we saw
That rhymed.
And then we saw the Sobe bottle.
Sobe Life Water.
And it blew my mind.
You know,
I feel like I saw that in commercials like every hour whenever I was in like middle school and high school. And then I completely forgot that it existed.
Here's what happened to Sobe. So they were a coconut water, and they did two things happen that were unfortunate. Number one, they got in a little early before like healthy drinks were getting trendy. And number two, when Body Armor came in, they're coconut water as well, technically. That's their base. They did not advertise themselves as a coconut water. So they kind of snuck in under the radar, whereas Sobe Life Water, like that was, I remember it being pretty much in your face that it was a coconut water. I had some of it, but I'm guessing I think most of the reason they failed is probably because they were a little early.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I never liked their branding.
I feel like
never made me want to drink.
Yeah, I feel like their branding was like very like kind of punk.
Like when you said coconut water, I feel like you're wrong. I know you're probably not wrong, but like just by their branding, I would have never. Yeah, I would have never been like, oh, that's a coconut water.
I didn't know it was coconut water.
It better freaking be, because if not, I'm stupid. But I'm pretty
it
sure
might
it
have
was.
been. I just all I ever saw was their commercials and that little lizard thing.
I agree.
And,
I didn't like the branding.
I would have thought energy drink.
Yeah.
If I would have thought anything, I know it wasn't.
Am I capping?
I think
maybe they had a coconut water and a non-coconut water.
I was like, I don't remember it being coconut water, but I never had.
I never drank it. I
Never,
just remember seeing it in commercials.
Yeah, it never talked to me.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I just feel like I should share that. I just wanted everybody else to feel that.
Is it still like it's still available?
I don't know. Anybody that's around our
so.
age and within their 20s ish, then
did they only just
you guys
have a
should
coconut
just Google
flavor?
a picture of Sobe and SOBE, and you will
am I
have
capping?
the same catharsis.
Oh, okay. No, so they had this is one. Maybe they had a separate one, because this is just like a Sobe Life Water. This is the one that I remember, and this one was like a.
That's
what
not the one.
frick? That is not Sobe.
It was like a fruit flavored had coconut in it. Well, it is
that.
Sobe.
I know, but that's the opposite of what the Sobe brand looked like.
So you're talking about these ones?
No.
Let me see.
Every image I've looked at has looked at like one of those two things. What are you?
Was it Sobe or was it like?
Like this is the bottle shape.
I never saw one of those.
What
before.
is Trevor seen? This is what Trevor's showing me right now, Connor.
If you literally Google,
This is what I see.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
all I did was Google Sobe Life Water.
All I
Maybe
searched
it's not
is Sobe
Sobe Life Water.
discontinued.
Maybe it's not
Yeah,
Sobe
I don't think
Life
it's
Water.
Sobe Life Water. I think it's
Yeah,
just
because if you
Sobe.
just look up Sobe, then it comes up.
Yeah.
I never even knew that just normal Sobe
dude.
existed.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, look at this
bottle.
stuff. This is
crazy.
This is Sobe. Like they're like that type bottle.
Yeah, no. This is
This
what I
flavor is
remember.
called
Sobe
Morning-
I've
Life
never
Water.
seen that in my life.
This flavor is called Morning Petrol Elixir.
I didn't even know that existed. I thought that they only had, all I ever saw commercials for and stuff was the Sobe Life Water, which was like this coconut water.
No, this is
No,
Sobe.
dude. Dang, they still.
That's crazy.
Hey, they still have
so
a
what
website.
What were they? A sports
They
drink?
still
or
have a
I don't,
website.
know I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like this is spicy limeade.
It looks
why
like
the
a
heck
margarita mixer.
Midnight
I think they
mojito.
still exist because if you go, they have a website and it's like, it's kind of it's an interesting looking website, but
That's so
exists.
funny. I always thought they were only like the Sobe Life Water.
But like now you see why I never wanted to drink.
Yeah, well, that stuff looks crazy. In what? So maybe they pivoted towards trying to like do the Life Water stuff after.
I've never seen what you just showed.
That was,
Yeah,
I
I've never
mean,
seen
that
that
was
either.
like all I ever saw from them. It was out around the
Mango
same time
melon.
vitamin water was getting big.
Sobe
That's
green
crazy.
tea.
That is so funny.
Sobe elixir. Sobe elixir.
Yeah, it's definitely the same brand, obviously, because it says the lizard
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah,
That's
this is all I remember. is
Sobe
these
Life Water,
bottles.
yeah, it's all I ever knew. I didn't even.
Yeah,
know
you're
about
right. That
this
does
other
look
thing.
like vitamin water. I also hated vitamin water.
Vitamin water is pretty gross.
Liz Blizz.
There's only a few flavors of it that are like tolerable.
Yeah.
I want a Sobe. Where can you buy a Sobe?
I
Yeah,
don't.
we're trying to track.
I
down
feel- I
Sobe.
wanna
When
try
I looked
one.
at those pictures, I again did not.
I-
There's nothing
You're
inspired
right.
me.
You're right.
It would honestly be a fire.
I think that's
segment.
why.
We gotta do a
I think
segment
that's why
where
they
we just
failed.
review
Yeah.
like.
I don't
life
think the
They
brand was very
niched
good.
down too much.
It was like
I don't even know what their niche
They
was.
niched
It was like
into a niche.
super. It was like super punk, but it was like juice.
Yeah, it was like punk juice.
Yeah,
Punk juice. They should have just called it punk juice. I
Yeah,
would
they
have
would
bought
have called it Sobe punk
It
juice.
Then I
looks
would have
like-
caught my attention.
It looks like it would sponsor a Nitro Circus episode.
Yeah, probably did.
Sobe
I
punk
loved
juice.
Nitro
You
Circus.
punk.
Do you guys watch Nitro Circus?
No,
Every once
It
in a
was
while.
so good.
My brother watched it a lot.
It's so good.
that's where the bikes.
I watched that whenever I was in middle school. I watched Nitro Circus. I also watched Fantasy Factory.
I watched a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Deirdre kind of owns MTV now, huh?
I have no idea.
He does kind of.
If you like ever look at MTV, it's always
Oh yeah, he's got
ridiculousness.
Tosh.0. He's got. I'm just kidding.
It's always ridiculousness.
Yeah, it just MTV is pretty much just
Like 23 hours a day.
I wonder how
Yeah,
much time
that's crazy.
MTV's got left on the clock.
Not much.
I wonder how
MTV used to be the.
I wonder
frickin'
how ridiculousness
ish.
exists whenever it's literally just like a TV YouTube.
I know they still run
Channel.
like Teen Mom a lot. Like they still are making that. I think MTV kind of missed the stream.
My camera
train.
died. It's okay.
Get wrecked.
Oh, yours over there.
I think
I just meant the one that's pointing at us. I was like, it's plugged in.
I think MTV kind of missed maybe the stream hype. Like, where can you stream MTV? Like, are they a part of the Discovery Network? Like, who are
I
they?
have no idea. There is absolutely no desire.
Should I see
in
what's
me
on
that-
MTV right now?
There's not a single part of me that wants to watch anything on MTV.
It's just music television, dude. Like,
Not
it's just
anymore.
music
Doesn't sound
videos
like fun.
all the time.
Doesn't sound like fun.
MTV. Right now, ridiculousness. Up neast, ridiculousness. 8:30, 9 o'clock, ridiculousness. Hey, Catfish, the TV show, comes on at
So
9.
I think there's still some pop. Like I think Catfish, like people still has like a little bit of a cult following, and I think Teen Mom also still has a bit of a cult following. So
Love It First Live.
I feel like what they do have, what MTV does have, there's a lot of people out there who are scrolling late at night through the guide, and they just see MTV and put it on. I think that's where they
Hey,
get
Jersey
their views.
Shore's coming on Thursday, 8, 7
Because like
Central.
shows like that'll be on, they're like, well, at least it'll entertain me.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think that's
so
probably where they
Catfish
get their,
plays until 3, and then Ridiculousness plays until,
indefinitely.
until 8. And then the challenge comes on,
Whatever that
and then
is.
Love It First Lie, and then Ridiculousness plays until
Love the way you lie.
Ridiculousness just plays all night. Ridiculousness
That is
plays
crazy.
until
How is there
8
that
a.m.
many episodes of ridiculousness?
I mean, think about how hard it is to make one of those episodes. They sit there
Season.
and watch videos.
The
and
Chain
talk
Smokers
about
are on season 9, episode 13. It comes on at 7 tomorrow morning. I might be a little late
Sick.
to work.
Freaking chain smokers.
That's fun.
Ridiculousness, man, it's wild.
I've probably seen like one episode of Ridiculousness. Ever.
Yeah, same.
For me, it was always
a few times.
for me it was
Because
always like a
It was like a
worse AFV.
I was gonna say it's like America's Funniest Videos,
Yeah,
but
But
like
you got to listen to
but
Chanel
like
West
less
Coast.
family friendly.
Yeah, and you got to listen to
Chanel
Chanel
West-
West Coast.
just
Oh,
less-
I switched to my camera. I forgot it's dead. Chanel West Coast might be my least favorite person on
just
earth.
less friendly.
And I don't feel bad saying that.
You shouldn't.
I didn't say I said she was my least favorite person on earth, and that's okay.
You never.
I can't handle it. She drives me crazy.
You smell.
No.
My other dog had surgery, so she's recovering at home, and I thought it was best for my wife if I brought my
That was
other
a
dog
smart play.
to work.
Smart play,
'Cause
dude.
my wife has a 2-month-old.
Can we entice your dog to like take a dump on Silas's desk?
That'd be
Probably.
fun.
That would be a fun little prank.
Yeah.
Poop
Her
cup?
breath reeks. Do you smell that?
No.
You lucky. You lucky duck.
You
What she be
duck.
eating?
Probably your own poop.
Mm,
Wouldn't surprise me.
that's yummy. Guys, I'm flying out of here today.
Yeah, Trevor goes to
Yeah,
Vegas.
man.
You gonna get in trouble out there?
No, I can't. I have a body cam on, so my wife can live stream.
Mm.
No, I don't know what's gonna happen.
You walk into the casino, you got $50. What's the first thing you're doing?
If I have $50,
Mm-hmm.
that is a good question. Like if I had like $50 and I walk into the casino, like what would I like be drawn to? That's a great question.
I'd
Because
be
like
Texas Hold'em all the way.
part of me, I know I would lose in poker.
I think I'm just putting it
Because
all
the
on
peop-
red or black.
Because the people there are there because there's probably gonna be people that are really good at poker.
You can even buy into a game with $50.
But here's
There's
the
probably
thing:
low
you can be
buy-ins.
really good at poker. Well, that's why.
I know you could get the right hand, but like and here's the other thing about that, I would play until I lost it all for sure. Like I would not. So I think
But see, that sounds like a good time to me.
it might be. I think I would be more likely to like maybe choose blackjack. But
Blackjack
like
terrifies
there's
me.
probably so many like slot machines and stuff that are like super cheap. Like I
Yeah.
feel like I'd be
Like
more
play the penny slots.
right. I think I'd be more drawn to stuff like that to where I know I could get a bunch of plays, maybe something crazy happens, and
That'd be
like
fun.
it's like a little bit low stress. But I don't know. These guys I'm going with, there's literally like a spreadsheet with like every single like minute planned. And like I forget that like these,
What are they planning?
Brody's
what
fans-
kind of stuff are they planning?
nothing.
Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in
Let me.
Vegas, all right?
I'll give you like a little rundown of like what a normal day is gonna look like. Like where it's like, and they have like all of our plane arrivals and departures on here, like who's renting the cars. It's very organized, but like one of the days is just like this is Thursday. Okay, so in the morning, volunteers leave to do shopping for the weekend. Wake up and eat breakfast, bagels, eggs, muffins, etc. Practice round, late light lunch. Throwing, late practice round, relax. Relax, chill, games at Airbnb, on our own for dinner. That's one night. Like, that's what I'm saying. I forget that Brody's friends are like 35 and up, probably.
Yeah.
Like, they're grown men.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah. I think it's going to be I love having like plans, like an itinerary. So I think it's gonna be great. Seems like a lot of well-communicated individuals. I don't intend on losing any money to the casino.
You will.
Unless I cash.
You kind of have to, man.
Unless I cash.
Like you're in Vegas.
I think you're gonna.
I think what I would do.
I think you're gonna walk into a casino and immediately be overwhelmed.
I think we're supposed to play bingo one night.
That's fun.
And like that I would buy into because it's just for the
I think what I would do is if I had $50, I'd walk in and put 40 of it on a color, red or black on roulette.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that would turn into 80. If it didn't, I would take the 10 to the penny slots. But if it did turn into 80, then I'd take that. I don't know what I'd do.
I think that's why.
Part of
people
me
are addicted to
kind of wants to
gambling.
just put it right back on roulette.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
are
thing is-
describing gambling right
So
now.
basically-
Part of me
Yeah.
just be like, all right, now I got 90.
That's the thing.
Put it all on
Is
red
like
this time. It's 50-50. So
if
like,
I
if it hits
were-
one, it's got to hit the other the next time.
if I were to spend $50 like that, which is like not a ton of money, but like yeah, it's a significant. It's $50, you know.
Or I'd put like $10 on like
You know, I could go out,
7 or
I
something.
could go out to dinner for that. So if I have that $50, what number does that have to turn into in my head before I'm like, oh, I'm definitely done now?
Like 50 grand.
Because I'm saying like if I turn it into $200, that's a great night. Like I made $150.
Well, I think my
but
rule
now
would
like
be-
there's more to have fun with.
My rule would be I leave, like if I
You set 50 aside.
$50.
That's true.
If
I guess
I
that's
walk
probably what I would
in
do.
and I bet it and I get money back to where I'm over 50, I'm betting with the money I've won. I'm leaving the $50 in my pocket.
But that's the problem is like even with that strategy, what happens when all of a sudden I have $500 and like I set the 50 aside? I'm not going to come
Now
out
set
a
100
loser.
aside.
Yeah.
And then bet with 400.
I don't know. I'd be curious. Like I'll be curious to see like
That's
when
what I
I
did
walk
when
in
I
there.
bet on when we were betting on the Super Bowl and they had
Yeah.
the thing. I bet on the Duke game first. Duke
Yeah.
won. I pulled the money I initially deposited out and then just
Yeah.
had my promo money in and then lost all my promo money. But I didn't lose any money 'cause I already pulled my money
The
out.
casinos like obviously are built to take your money.
House always wins.
The house always wins.
Dr. House always wins.
But obviously, like you can come out of there on top if you know when to get like to just be done. Now, I think we're only going like that, like towards like the strip, like one of the nights. So like at least I have one shot to lose it all. But
one shot, everything.
we're just gonna see.
right
We're gonna see
on.
what happens. I don't even know. Like I don't even know.
The only time I ever went to a casino
If
was
I
I've never been to a
if I
casino.
give you $10, now I'm gonna Venmo you $20.
Okay. Do you
I want
me
you to put it all on black.
Yeah, I'll do it for you.
um
That's hilarious. Remote betting. I'm
that
like your
is really
bookie.
funny.
Is that
Yeah.
legal?
I don't know.
What? Of course, it is.
This was a joke.
Of course it is.
The only time I ever went to a casino was on a cruise ship, and my dad was like, "Okay, we are only spending $20 each, okay?" Because he was like paying for it for me, and he was like, "So we're gonna go in and we're both gonna put $20 in Texas Hold'em because that's what we were interested because we like playing Texas Hold'em, and so that was also the only game I understood, and so." We went in, and immediately this old lady sitting beside us was like, "Oh, sweetie, you're going to need more than that." And he was like, "Okay." And so we put 60 in each on Texas Hold'em, and he lost all of his money in like a couple hands. And then I went up 200 after after a while of playing. And he was like...
You buy him back in?
And so he bought back in with some of the money that I'd won. And then he lost all that too. And then he was like, "Okay, let's just cash out," because I had $60, and he was like, "That way we're only losing like one of our buy-ins."
That's funny.
Yeah, I think if I went into like poker would be a lot of fun, but I would be a little terrified of the people I was playing against, and also I would definitely lose it all. Like I what happens when I play poker is I have a strategy, I stick to it, and then I get stuck on a hand. And I know in my heart that I'm about to lose it all, but I just have to call or whatever. Or shove all in or whatever it is, and I get
I eventually
destroyed.
get bored. If I'm playing poker long enough, I'll just be like,
I'll play for it.
You know what? Screw it. This
when I was
fun.
at the beach this year, I played for we played a poker game that lasted like 6 hours.
Yeah, I could play.
And everybody else is starting to get real bored, and I was locked in.
I love poker. I don't think I've
fun.
ever started a game of poker and not end at like 5 o'clock in the morning.
It's very fun. I don't know. I'll be curious. Yeah, no, feel free, Hunter, man. You just you want me to play the slots for you? I'll play the slots for you. I'll let you know when I win. That'll be the day when you give me like $5 to put on the penny slots and I win like $6,000. You'll never see that money.
I'd let you keep 10 of it.
Oh, thanks, man. That's my broker's fee.
The $10 service charge.
That's like my dream, because like the way I've always been, like my wife and I a lot of times like for our anniversary or whatever, we'll buy like a couple scratcher tickets just because like it's like a fun thing to do. But I always like treat like the lottery or the gambling things like that to where like I only do it once, maybe a couple times a year, and just never really put much money towards it, because if it's gonna happen, like it'll happen. Like the odds are so crazy.
You see Mr. Beast talking about his YouTube idea. He basically said like you start a channel, you monetize that channel, and the whole premise of the channel is every dollar you earn from ad revenue, you buy scratch offs with it, and then scratch it off on camera. And he's like, and eventually you would win the lottery.
That is a brilliant idea.
And that was basically his whole idea. He's like, people would love to like watch it, and then like basically every dollar you earn ad revenue wise just goes to scratch offs.
That is
so you're just buying
genius.
tons of scratch offs.
That is genius.
And then like eventually you'd have to win something.
Yeah, my dream scenario would be that I walk in there, I'm like, all right, yeah, whatever, like this is cool and all, but I'm just gonna put like $10 on these like little slots just to say I did it, and then I win like $10,000. That would be the
I
dream.
think that's everyone's dream scenario.
I just love like, because I just know like there's so many people that are like so into gambling and go in there with a strategy, and like it's a real business opportunity to them, and it's just really funny when the person who like doesn't care and puts like no money into it wins more than anybody else.
Isn't the games that you're like most likely to win the like in like the back corners?
I don't know.
Something like
I
that.
have no idea.
I watched like a documentary a long
know
time
that
ago.
it
and,
would
like,
make sense.
The way they laid it out, like when you walk in, everything that's like attractive when you first walk in is everything they're like guaranteed to make the most money on.
Yeah, well, I think
You would think though that all the stuff when you first walk in would be the stuff that would get you money, because that would keep you there.
I forget the strategy. Maybe the back is what you make the most money on, so you have to walk out past everything you lose the most money on. There was some type of strategy. I forget what it was.
They design it in a certain way.
Yeah, they studied like traffic patterns in their casino, whatever I was watching, and then went over why they like laid out stuff.
I gotta start figuring out how to count cards. Yikes. It's a daunting task. I've only got it.
Better wear your watch. Ain't gonna be no clocks in there.
Yeah, that's another thing that they said, because then you have no idea how long you're in there.
They don't have clocks
They
in
don't
there?
have
No,
clocks
there's
in
no
casino.
clocks in casinos. Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't know, because that's why they also keep it so
Like
bright
on
and
the
there's no
wall.
windows.
but,
On the
like,
walls,
you have your
yeah.
phone.
You can have your
Yeah.
phone.
Right.
They don't take your.
No, they
clocks
don't
from
take
you.
it, but they don't have windows and there's no clock, so it's like really well lit.
That's
so you just
awesome.
like can't
You
tell.
should
what's
walk
happening.
in there and just be wearing a shirt that says like
Wear a
Jet-
clock shirt.
Yeah, just wear a shirt that says like general accountability partner, and then just hold up a clock. Just walk around the casino holding a clock.
I honestly, I feel like the environment will be pretty electric to where like I can feed off of other people's energy to where I think Brody had mentioned that some of his guys are like really into it to where like if I can stand around and spectate them, that's going to be a great time.
Yeah, that is.
That's
really
what happened
fun.
to me at the only time I went to
Like
like
I
a
would love to watch.
casino on a cruise ship. We just went down there. We were too young. We were like 17 or something. But we went in with a guy we were with, and it was like 2 a.m. And we just went down to just watch.
That's so much fun.
And we just like found someone that was we saw someone celebrate, and so we just latched onto him, and he was down like 10 grand and was trying to get back to even.
Dang.
He didn't. He just kept swiping that card, man. Because
Yeah.
it was cruise ship gambling is risky. It's just all goes on your room tab. Just kept swiping it, trying to get back, man. We stayed with him till like 4 a.m. Then we're like, all right, we gotta leave, man. It's over.
That's tough. That's sad. That makes me sad.
Yeah.
Dang. That's not going to be me.
But when he would hit something and like he'd get like $3,000 back, and it was an electric moment.
Whenever
He'd be like,
we were-
oh, we're only in the whole 7. Come on.
Whenever me and my dad were like, whenever we go on cruises, we always like spend like a little bit of time just kind of walking around the casino because it's very fun, like you said.
Yeah, people
And-
watching's electric.
Yeah, and both times that we went on a cruise, we like bought in for very little money into Texas Hold'em just because we like to play Texas Hold'em. And my dad likes to talk to the people at the table and like figure out what their situation is. And this old lady that we were sitting beside, this is like why she goes on the cruise. She spends every second like at the casino. Like whenever we walked through there the next morning to get to somewhere else, she was still there, and she had spent 15 grand on the casino whenever we were sitting next
Heck
to her.
yeah.
It's just like work some people. Like if you're like some people like
That's like David Dobrik would like give his friends like 10 grand and be like, hey, you can take this 10 grand or we can get on a helicopter or jet right now, go to Vegas, and you can bet it all on like red or black and try to double it. And heck, when they hit and they doubled it, it was electric every time.
electric every time.
Because I mean, like, in that scenario, why not? Like your friend's giving you 10 grand.
Because I want 10 grand.
Yeah, I would not go to Vegas.
Well, you're also friends with David Dobrik, so you're going to get tested at some point.
I don't actually think that those people had a choice. I'm sure because
Yeah,
it was
true.
because like that would be a very boring segment if they said no. But
If David Dobrik walked up to me right now and was like, hey, here's 15 grand, or you can fly to Vegas and we'll try to double it, I think I'd be like, let's freaking do it. Let's fly
I would
to
not.
Vegas.
Not even close.
My goal would be to become good friends with David Dobrik.
I'd buy a new car.
That'd be my goal. Because if you're good friends with David Dobrik, you're going to buy a new car.
That is true. You just gotta wait.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
that's what I'm saying. So we would just have the time of our lives.
Does he even do anything anymore? Is he still
He
making?
just
YouTube?
does like TikToks now, basically. He's
Yeah.
opening Dobrik's, a pizza place.
Heck yeah.
I think the food and beverage niche for like celebrities is really opening up right now. It's really opening up because the influencer power is so crazy that it's like why Prime is doing so well, and it's like why Beast Burger is
Beast
doing so
Burger.
well.
I want to be.
I think the niche
Their
is really opening up.
Feastables, whatever it is.
Yeah, Barstool is doing the steaks, the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, part of my cheesesteak.
Yeah,
They sponsored a like race car or something.
really, that's cool.
Yeah, I saw someone post about
That
it.
niche is very much opening up like a floodgate.
What are
right
we gonna
now.
do? What will we do? What will be our food?
It would have to be like a granola bar, probably.
Foundation's granola bar. It's boring.
Yeah.
I think we open a pizza joint. I think we buy old sourdough.
We don't have local pool.
Foundation sourdough.
Though. We don't have
Sour
No. This is
Foundation.
just the first location.
We doing
Sour disc.
sour disc.
disc. Now we're talking disc dough.
Pizza disc. Pizza.
You come
Pizza place.
into a disc golf shop and there's pizza in the back.
That's hype.
That is hype.
That is hype.
You would have all of your discs would be so greasy.
We sell the pizza
There's the
on the
downside.
discs. It's a plate.
Yeah. It's like a mystery disc.
It's like a bunch of DX
You
sharks.
pay $25 for pizza, but it comes on a disc. You don't know what disc you're getting. So like you come in, you pay $25, you get lunch, but then you're
That is a sound business model.
like, oh, it's frick. Got
Oh,
another Star
frick.
Katana. Gonna have to come back tomorrow.
and it got warped by the hot pizza.
Oh
grease.
man, got another champ groove.
Dang it!
Well, I mean, but then like everyone's back. Oh my
Dude.
gosh, this is a Sexton Firebird.
The Champ Groove is sick.
Yeah.
It's a good disc, man. Don't
Let's
you
all put grooves in our bag.
dare.
We need to do another weird disc video,
Yes.
but like just make it like grooves.
The Monarch, everything that has a groove in it.
Yeah, we should do like groove, katana, like the flick, like the discs that beginners get swindled into buying.
Colossus.
Colossus.
Corvette.
Like all the basically we should just go in our used section and look at the like fast discs.
Yeah.
Blizzard destroyers. Blizzard dominators. Y'all ever have that?
No.
I think people who throw Blizzard discs as beginners are cultured people that are smart.
Okay. I had
Do you disagree? I think it's a smart thing to do when you're a
There's a
beginner.
dominator. Well, no, 'cause just don't throw 13 speed. Just throw the leopard. It's gonna go farther.
Let me rephrase that. I think if you are a beginner who is a like junior player, I think throwing Blizzard plastic is a culture thing to do.
Just throwing like Starlight Valkyries or something.
Like not because you can't. You're not like you're
Like your form's great.
right,
You just
but you're
you
not
can't
super
generate.
strong yet.
Yeah.
That's
So
when I think
juniors.
it's smart to throw a Blizzard.
Juniors.
Junior mints, good candy.
Solid.
I like 'em.
But yeah, I think that'd be a funny video. Just like all the discs we were swindled into buying when we were youngins, first learning the game.
Hey,
That's
it's
what I did in
great.
my head last night while I was asleep. Look at that.
It's infected.
I woke up like that's a chunk. Like I dug a nail in there, surely, or somebody did.
I think your wife did.
I don't know. She did have a headache last night. It was really bad, so she was wearing like a sleep mask, so she couldn't see anything. So
Sleep mask.
What?
Like the
What?
thing that goes over your eyes?
Yes,
Gotcha. I never wore one of those before. I think it would
I
stress
wore
me
one
out.
when I had a concussion.
I used to when my
think it
wife
would
and I's
stress me out.
sleep schedule was like on different planets. So she'd be like watching TV, and I'd be waking up at 5 a.m. So I would wear one then to block out the TV light.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, awesome. You wake up and you're like, where am I?
I just close my eyes.
Yeah, but you can still tell if I close my eyes
No,
right now,
I
it's a
close-
lot different than if you turn off the lights right now.
But like then just put your arm over your eyes.
Well, yeah, but then you
I
get
just straight go.
tired of it. I do that a lot too, but like
That's how I sleep almost every night. I put my
The
arm
TV,
on my pillow.
it just doesn't bother me. I just close my eyes and go to sleep.
We have a TV on every night when we fall asleep.
The
I'm
only
gonna
time
leave.
the only time I can't go to sleep is if there's nothing on and it's completely silent.
Yeah, dead silent, and you're just there with your own thoughts.
I
Heck
like
no.
that. I like the silence in the most dark possible.
No. If it's dead silent, I think too much.
Yep.
I need noise to
I'm like
drown out my thoughts.
I'm very good at shutting my brain down, which is why, and actually thinking sometimes does help me sleep. But I'm very good at just like shutting it off, and that's why when my wife asks me like, "What are you thinking about?" and I say nothing, and I mean it genuinely.
That is a very much a girl thing. That is like
She's like, "What?" I'm like, "No, I'm serious."
not
a
stereotypical.
lot of times, like I'll be thinking about my cereal I'm eating. I'll be like, man,
Yeah.
this frosting's kind of good.
That is something that
and
Right.
Liz will be like, why are you staring so intently? I'm like, I don't know. She's
Yeah.
like, what do you think about? I'm like,
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah.
yeah. That's actually something in the marriage class that we did. We did a lot of like looking at studies of men and women, and that's something that women do not understand about men.
The brain shut off.
Statistically, is whenever men say I'm not thinking about anything, and it's true. Like we're not. We have the ability. Most men have the ability to do that, while women
I can't
it's not
do that.
something they can do.
At night, if I turn the TV on, my brain goes off.
Yeah.
I don't think about anything. But if the TV's off, then I'm thinking about everything today, everything I do tomorrow.
The TV is just a virtual fidget spinner.
So it's like white noise. Like when I need
It's satisfying the fidgeting part of your brain.
when I need my son to go to sleep, I turn on
Yeah.
put it next to him, and he goes,
Dude, white noise is so legit.
well, it's more like, unless he like passes out. That TV's my white noise.
Mm-hmm.
Or we used to sleep with the fan. We used to turn the TV off and just have a fan on, but something.
Yeah.
I used to have to sleep with the TV on, but I don't do it anymore.
Just something. But yeah, I just put my arm on my pillow and then put my hands into there, and then I can't see the TV light.
Can't see.
It's like a sleep mask, but it's not, because then I can wake up and open my eyes.
And not be like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. Where
Because that's
am
what I was always scared of, is like someone break in my house and I'd wake up
Oh,
and be like, oh my gosh, it's so dark.
he got my eyes.
It's not like that.
No, it's like that, man. That's
It
a
is.
crazy
You don't
thing.
know.
Yeah, I actually read a article that said that people that wear sleep masks that are men
Let me clear, I
are
don't.
stupid and idiots, and I hate them.
Let me be clear. I only wore it for like a week.
Yeah, that's crazy. The article actually said even if they just wear it for
Yeah,
a week,
even if
they're
it's for-
stupid
Dang
and I
it.
hate them.
Even if
yeah.
it's for-
That's
night.
why I didn't see the
Unless
Sobe one.
But then it also says unless it's for a concussion, because those guys are kind of cool.
No, yeah, it's okay.
that
with
was in the
concussions, yeah.
article.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy's a punk.
I must have read the same article.
Yeah, I wrote it. No, when I had a concussion, I forget, it was a pretty bad one. And so for like a month, pretty much as long as I still had like headaches and dizziness, I had to like for multiple hours a day be like in a dark room, and I could like listen to music or podcasts, but that was it. And so there was no way, like I had room darkening curtains and stuff, but like any light kind of gave me a headache. So I just put a sleep mask on and I would just lay there and listen to podcasts for hours.
That's fun.
It wasn't.
Oh.
I just lay there. I was just like.
That's mind torture right there.
And then I would like, every once in a while I'd get up and be like, I'm feeling pretty good. And then I'd like go and build Legos with my dad or something. Look, it was on winter break, but basically the entire winter break, that's all I did.
That sucks.
It did suck.
Tough winter.
But I came back.
Winter of 2013 was not a good winter.
No, it was like, I was in college.
Winter of 2016.
It was
winter of 2015.
16 or no, 17, I think. 17 or 18.
Winter of 2017.
So I knew you?
Yeah,
it was
probably.
winter of
Yeah, because it
2017.
was the concussion that you got from Tim.
No.
Oh.
It was the concussion I got when I went to the tournament. I can find
I
the
didn't know
tournament
you
too.
yet. It was the year before. It was 2016 because 2017 I knew you, and I don't remember you ever having a concussion.
And maybe 2016. Got my sophomore year.
Yeah.
I can find the tournament.
This guy's freaking ridiculous, man. Connor, stop. Stop doing that.
My wife has had 6 concussions.
I've had 0.
I think I've had.
I do have a permanent bump on my head
I've had 4 or 5.
from falling off a bunk bed, but
The first one I ever got headbutted in a basketball game.
Gabby's were mainly all from basketball.
The second one, I headbutted in a basketball game.
It's like a sports thing, Trevor. You wouldn't get it.
I guess.
The second one, I forget what it was. It
I've
was
had-
also basketball related.
I've had incredibly good fortune with injuries.
My third one was when I dove into the side of a swimming pool.
That's awesome.
That was the bad one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I
the
can't remember what a
fourth
concussion
one-
feels like. Let me try again.
The fourth one was when I got hit in the head with a disc
Yeah.
by Tim. So I've had 4.
That was fun.
I've had 4 concussions.
That was fun.
The one that I hit my head on the side of the swimming pool, I still have a soft spot. Like if I touch the wrong part of my head,
You
it
still
still
got
hurts.
a fontanelle?
You still got a
It still
fontanelle.
hurts. Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Like if I could find it if I like pushed for more than like 5 seconds. Also, like
That's not good.
My one pupil never went all the way back down to the same size as the other pupil.
Nice.
The doctors basically just told me like, oh, you must have been born that way.
Well, that actually does explain a lot, though.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Like your focus is all out of whack.
This is it. It was December 2016. The Secretariat Open. I still played the tournament the next day. Came in 4th.
The summer of 2016, not a good summer.
Summer 16.
No, it was winter.
It was the winner of 16.
Yeah, because I came in 4th.
Instead of, yeah.
Okay, small flex.
Well, I averaged 925. I
I
think.
got my
So,
first
were you
real
playing against
6
toddlers?
string.
No, I was in advanced.
I got my first concussion.
That's where I got Old Dominion, Old E.
OD.
OD, baby.
It was at that tournament. That was what I got with my cash.
I miss that disc so much.
Summer of 16. The winner of 16.
Why don't you have that disc in your bag?
Too flippy now.
Two flip.
Just roll it or something.
Put it in the slot of your.
I don't even know. I think I lost it. Did I
curl.
lose
No,
it?
you got it back.
Did I get it
though.
back?
Put it in the slot of your curl.
No, curl's way more stable.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably flippier than that now.
The curl's like as stable as it was in college.
Hey, girl.
You know what's funny is the Wave was the disc I was using for that slot.
Yeah, it was.
Then I replaced it with the Curl, which
Now-
has a stamp of a wave
now
on
you
it.
just need like
No
the
way. That's like a rip curl.
the-
That's pretty
the
bizarre.
Tsunami is a disc, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, but I don't
That's
think
the
it's
thing,
flippy.
It's not disc.
Is it flippy? I can just get a beat in Tsunami if it's not
The
flippy.
breaker. Just use the breaker in that slot.
But is the breaker like talking about waves or is that talking about like
No,
electrical?
It's like a breaking wave.
Could be electrical.
Have you tried
Well,
the
no, because
ocean?
the stamp,
Oh, but like I could stamp it.
or like because they have like the reef. Like
I'd have to talk
the
to Steady
hurricane.
Ed. I'd have to talk to Steady Ed.
Have you tried the ocean by Hillsong United?
It called me out, but
I'm literally so hungry right now.
You want one of my rice cakes?
I've got yogurt.
I didn't
Gabby
pack lunch
was
today.
eating a yogurt in her car the other day. She picked me up from the house because I got home before her. This story is already more intense than I meant for it to be. I went and got in the car with her. She opened a yogurt and she said, "Oh, this is gross." And she handed it to me and said, "Will you go throw it in the trash?" And I said, "Yeah." I don't like yogurt. While I was walking to the trash, of course, the spoon and the yogurt. Of course, I tried some. Taste identical to sour cream, just like sour cream.
What was like?
Was it like Greek yogurt? Like original
must've been
no
like
flavor
no
Greek
flavor?
yogurt?
I do not know. It tasted just like sour cream. I think it was
I wouldn't
maybe
eat yogurt if
almond
it
milk
tasted-
yogurt.
But was it like flavorless?
So like a dairy-free. I think it was like a dairy-free yogurt or something.
I don't know.
It had like a hint of sweetness. I think it was like vanilla.
The yogurt
so it had
I'm
like
eating
a
right
hint of
now-
sweetness, but it tasted exactly like sour cream. So I took like 4 more bites of it. I love sour cream.
Gross.
I've been eating Greek yogurt, but it's key lime pie flavored.
Oh, that's
It's
good
got,
stuff.
Like
Oh,
granola
that's
put in it.
I think that's the only yogurt I like is key lime pie yogurt because the sourness of yogurt goes really well. It tastes like key lime pie. So because key lime pie yogurt tastes like key lime pie filling. So that's the only yogurt I like. However, if you were to say it, like I could put in a Tupperware dish and every day just say I'm just eating Greek yogurt and being really healthy, and just put sour cream in there and just eat it. I could do that. It'd be just fine.
That's disgusting.
That is
A week from today, my Christmas tree will be up.
Dang, man.
It'll be November 2nd.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
When's Thanksgiving?
Who gives a
25th?
frick? December 25th, Christmas.
Thanksgiving's
25th
fun,
of
man.
November, I think. I think it's 25th this
No,
year.
no.
Is it always the same day?
No, it's
How
always,
far
it's
away
always
is
like
it?
the third
Thursday.
Thursday.
How far away is it from now?
A month. It's 24th this year.
24th.
Yeah, turkey trot
I guess,
day.
yeah.
I like Thanksgiving, but
World
I'm not.
Cup.
But what I love
Coming
about
up.
Thanksgiving is that my family makes really, really good food, and I'm not going to have any of it this year because I'm going to be with my wife's family.
Oh, you'll be in Michigan. Michigan.
I'm not upset about it, but I am sad I'm missing out on half mash.
You can
You're
be upset about it.
Yeah.
It's
We
okay.
know you're upset about it.
I'm upset about missing out on half mash, yes.
You're
You're upset
You're
about
upset
it.
about
You hate Michigan.
My mom's Thanksgiving food is very good.
you're upset about it.
My family doesn't really do anything for Thanksgiving.
But it's okay. I'm
So
spending
we're going to
Christmas
the
with them.
beach. Liz and I go to the beach now for Thanksgiving.
That's hype.
I like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's
We
good.
didn't go last year, but 2 years ago we did. And it was like,
Thanksgiving in the South is really good because collard greens.
ugh, gosh.
I like collard greens.
So
but you
good.
have to cook them with the stems.
You got to cook them for a long freaking time.
All the flavors in the stems. You can't cut the stems out. My grandma told me that.
That's
I
gross.
love
What does your grandma know?
How to make a
My
freaking
grandma does
chocolate
not know
pie.
anything about collard greens.
Dang, dude.
My
Yeah, we
wife's
got to
grandma
get your
did.
grandma to make us a chocolate pie. Can you make that happen?
I can make that happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I do agree that probably needs.
I
to
want
grandma
that
makes a
now.
darn good chocolate
I'm
pie.
like, from us
The
talking
real
about
one,
candy first thing in the
Yeah,
morning.
she'd make the real one.
We talked about candy first thing in the morning, and now I need something sweet, and I don't have it.
Let's go find something.
Let's why don't we wrap up this podcast?
Yeah. And do the best sound of like somebody reaching into a bowl of candy and putting it into your
Mouth.
okay, putting it into your mouth.
Okay, ready?
Okay, hold up. I want to go first.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go first. 'cause
Okay,
you're
you go
laughing.
first. I'm laughing.
Okay. Ah.
Okay. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Get up.
Is that an almond joy?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my. Ego.
What are you eating?
That's an apple.
An apple.
They
It was
gave
an
me an
apple.
apple.
They gave me an apple.
Stupid.
That's the podcast, baby.
Your dog is being so good.
Blue face, baby.